It runs in a straight line at 60 miles per hour. Obstacles don't slow it down. They shatter on impact. But this is only the beginning. What starts as blind momentum will evolve into something that doesn't need to move at all to dominate. This is the living tank. In the rocky plains, where jagged formations pierce the sky and loose gravel blankets the ground, a massive shape moves with singular purpose. This is Rhyhorn. And once it begins to run, nothing will stop it. The body is built like a battering ram. Over 2,000 pounds of muscle and stone-like hide compressed into a quadrupedal frame designed for one function: forward momentum. The legs are short but immensely powerful, each step generating enough force to crack the ground beneath. The horn jutting from its skull is dense, calcified, harder than granite. When Rhyhorn charges, it does not adjust course. It does not slow for obstacles. It runs in a straight line, accelerating to speeds that seem impossible for something so heavy. And when it collides with a boulder, a cliff face, or another Rhyhorn, the impact is seismic. But Rhyhorn does not stop. Even after collision, even with fragments of rock embedded in its hide, it continues forward. The charge persists until momentum is completely spent or the terrain forces a halt. The hide of Rhyhorn is composed of overlapping plates of mineralized tissue, densely packed and shock-absorbent. When impact occurs, the outer layers crack and fracture, dispersing kinetic energy across the surface, rather than transferring it inward to vital organs. The skeletal structure beneath is reinforced with calcium deposits far denser than bone, capable of withstanding collisions that would shatter most vertebrates. Rhyhorn does not avoid impact. It is built to survive it. But this design comes with limitations. Control is minimal. Once the charge begins, directional changes are nearly impossible. The eyes are small, positioned poorly for forward vision, and Rhyhorn relies more on scent and vibration than sight. Strategy is non-existent. The approach is always the same. Identify a target, lower the head, and charge. Survival at this stage is about raw power, not precision. But evolution does not favor stagnation. Rhyhorn that endure enough impacts begin to change, adapting through collision itself. What emerges is no longer a blind charger. It is something that can fight with intent. Raiden Terabrands, the drill Pokémon. Raiden stands upright at over 6 feet tall and weighing more than 260 pounds. Where Rhyhorn moved on 4 legs with its head low and forward, Raiden now walks on 2, its torso elevated, its arms free. The arms are powerful, thick, muscular, capable of gripping, pushing, and striking. The horn has grown larger, more prominent, repositioned for frontal combat rather than blind ramming. The tail has thickened into a counterbalance, allowing Rhydon to shift its weight dynamically without toppling. Raiden inhabits the same rocky territories as Rhyhorn, but it seeks out specific regions, areas rich in hard mineral deposits where layers of dense stone accumulate near the surface. These minerals, when absorbed into the body through repeated contact, strengthen the already formidable armor plating that covers Rhydon's hide. But these regions are limited. And because they are valuable, Raiden fight for them. The battles are not quick. Two Raiden will face each other across a stretch of mineral-rich ground, each assessing the other's size, posture, and condition of armor. Then, simultaneously, they charge. The collision is thunderous as horn meets horn, with enough force to crack stone, the impact testing armor integrity, bone density, and leg strength. If neither yields, the battle escalates with grappling arms gripping shoulders or horns, tails sweeping low to trip, and controlled charges driving rivals into unfavorable terrain. This territorial dispute is not simply about pride. The mineral-rich zones that Raiden fight over provide something critical: exposure to stone dense enough to integrate into the body itself. Raiden scrapes its armor against mineral rock. It digs through layers of hard stone. It rests in depressions where mineral particulate accumulates. Over time, these particles are absorbed, embedded into the existing armor, increasing density, increasing durability. Internal structures begin to form: channels, chambers, pressure systems that should not exist in living tissue. The body is preparing for something beyond armor. It is preparing for artillery. Rhyperior bastionatus, the living tank. Rhyperior stands nearly 8 feet tall and weighs over 600 pounds. The added mass is not fat or muscle. It is stone. The armor plating that once simply protected the body has now fused with mineral deposits so thoroughly that the boundary between living tissue and inorganic rock is indistinguishable. The surface is rough, reinforced with protruding ridges and plates that deflect impacts rather than absorb them. Within the arms, biological pressure chambers have fully developed as structured channels lined with muscle, capable of rapid, coordinated contraction. When activated, these muscles compress air and particulate matter, loose stones, mineral fragments, anything small enough to fit, into the chambers until pressure builds to a threshold, and the material is expelled as launched projectiles. Where Rhyhorn relied on blind charges and Raiden on direct combat, Rhyperior can now engage threats from distance. It does not need to close range. It does not need to risk direct collision. It simply plants itself, stabilizes its massive frame, and launches stone after stone until the threat is eliminated or driven away. The body has become a fortress with armor that can withstand sustained assault, and legs thick enough to root Rhyperior in place as an immovable siege engine. Predators that approach are met with volleys of stone, and rivals are bombarded before they can close distance. Evolution did not make this line faster or smarter. It made them inevitable. And when survival is measured in impacts endured, inevitability is the only advantage that matters.